Hello and welcome to On Point HQ. I thought I'd just do a very quick update video on some kit bashing that I've been up to, specifically some Fallschirmjager kit bashing. Let me put that into context for you. Now, when I run my Fallschirmjager for bolt action, I run them as either veteran or as regular, and I can interchange these as and when I need, depending on the list and also the points required. What I've wanted to do though is put together a section that is going to be run solely as a veteran section and looks like a veteran section when compared to the other units. Now I thought I would do this by combining 3 or 4 plastic kits from Warlord Games and throwing in some allied weaponry. This would represent the recent or prolonged contact with the enemy, where they've picked up fallen weapons when required, or they just needed to replace their own weapon. And what this would do would give them a kind of a more diverse and unique look from the rest of the sections. And these were really quite simple to put together. What I thought I'd do would just be to talk you through the different kits I've used and show you a couple of pictures of the figures as they are. Very much work in progress at the minute, and I needed to go back and file a few mould lines off and tidy up a bit of green stuff. But apart from that, they're almost done, and I aim to get some paint thrown on these as soon as possible. Before I do that though, what I want to do is just show you a couple of pictures from World War II. Now these are some of my favourite pictures from the Second World War, and they just demonstrate the manner in which different equipment is picked up between opposing forces. Now, the first picture is this guy here. This is a Fallschirmjager, and he's clutching a British Bren gun, and he looks tremendously happy about it. But this is a Fallschirmjager based in Italy, not Normandy. Where my Fallschirmjager are based, I use Normandy lists from the German book. The second picture is Fallschirmjager on the back of a King Tiger, and just look at the plethora of equipment in that picture. There's bits and pieces from all over the place. My particular favourite is the guy on the left holding a Sten gun. I used that as inspiration, and one of the guys in this section has been armed with a Sten gun. So what I'll often do is just browse the internet looking for pictures that will serve as inspiration, and there's thousands and thousands of pictures out there. These are just 2 that I use, but yeah, it's the internet. There's pictures all over the place. Okay, so without further ado, let's move on to the section that I've been working on. On screen now is the NCO. This was really very simple. All I've done with this is taken a Fallschirmjager body and head and added a Thompson machine gun from the US Marine Corps plastic box from Warlord. Bit of green stuff around the shoulders. It didn't quite fit as snugly as I hoped it would. And then I've added some Thompson ammunition pouches on his belt. Again, a couple of minutes work, and I've got a unique looking NCO that will stand out from the rest of the section. Where possible, I always run my NCOs with SMGs. So with this, he's just had his MP40 replaced with a Thompson machine gun. So in game, no real difference. It's just more the aesthetics than anything. But it just goes to show that again the versatility and the simplicity in which these kits can be kit bashed and worked on. So there we go, one very simple NCO. Up next is the guy I was talking about with the Sten gun. When I saw that picture of the guy on the back of the King Tiger, I thought I've got to have me one of those. That looks really good. This guy's actually made up from bits and pieces from let's count them. So the body and the head and the equipment is Fallschirmjager. The 2 arms, the right arm is from the German Grenadier box. The left arm is from the USMC box, and it's the left prone arm for when you're doing prone figures, but I like the way it looks used on crouching figures. Specifically with this one, I've used it like he's aiming or cocking the weapon. And again, there's quite a few pieces, but it went together really simply. No real problems, no green stuff. It all slotted together, and yeah, it looks quite good. Again, in game, I will run this as an SMG. So again, an MP40 just replaced with a Sten. Same dice roll, same damage output in game. So no real change to that. Up next is this chap here, and he's armed with a BAR. The BAR again came from the USMC box. The arms are from the Grenadier box, and the head and the torso are from the Fallschirmjager box. I've also added a couple of BAR ammunition pouches just to make it like he's picked up the gun with some ammunition as well. Again, a really simple kit bash conversion. No time at all, went together really easily, but again it stands out, it's a little bit different. In game I'm going to run this as an assault rifle. My regular gaming opponent Ian, he's a very understanding chap, and he won't mind that I've got a BAR in place of an FG42. Well, at least one hopes he wouldn't mind. But moving along, so what I've got now is I run my sections in bolt action with 2 LMGs. Bit cheesy. No, I call it just gaining an advantage because I normally have very few numbers on the table as it is. But I always like to run sections where I can with 2 LMGs. Now, what I like about the LMG teams is you can really go to town with them, put lots of extra equipment on. So I'm going to run over the first team here. So this team here, the guy holding the LMG, he's just made up of two lots of kits. So it's a Fallschirmjager head and body, and the arms are from the Grenadier box, and it's just him with the LMG over his shoulder and the left arm holding a ammunition box. There's a very similar pose from the Fallschirmjager box, but it's over his left shoulder rather than his right. But combined with that running pose, yeah, it looks like he's advancing or getting into position to fire. Again, really very simple to put that together. Now the loader was a bit more involved. So the body here is a Fallschirmjager head and body and equipment, and the ammunition belt that's draped around his neck is from the Grenadier box, and the 2 arms are both from the Blitzkrieg box set. So onto the right arm, as if it's gripping the ammunition as he's advancing, and I just wanted an ammunition box in his left hand. And what I then did, I got a rifle from the Grenadier box and looped this over his shoulder. I'm not exactly overly happy with the rifle over his shoulder. The sling's a bit too high, which should be loose, but I couldn't get it to fit. But from 3 feet away, it looks fine, and he looks like a loader. Up on screen now is the second LMG team. Again, this is the guy firing the LMGs made up of a few bits and pieces. So it's the Fallschirmjager body and head and equipment. The arms and the LMG are from the Grenadier box, and it fits really well. He's firing it. Whether he's firing it or he's just advancing with it, it looks quite a natural pose. I don't know whether to add the bipod at this stage. I'll see how I feel later on. But again, a little bit more green stuff required, just where the arm wouldn't quite fit snugly with the torso. But again, not much work gone into that. And the loader he's more or less all Fallschirmjager. The ammo belt round his neck is from the Grenadier box. But what I've done is I've got him holding an American rifle, a Garand, from the USMC box. So he's obviously picked this up at some point, or he's lost his own weapon. But I didn't want to just have a plain Fallschirmjager loader. I wanted something in there a little bit different to make him stand out. But again, not much work in there at all. These 2 are just normal. They got no changes to them whatsoever. But the last one is this rifleman. Again, a really simple kit bash. Fallschirmjager head, body and equipment with the arms added from the USMC box. Rifle with bayonet, and that pose makes it look like he's charging. I didn't plan to set out to do that, but it looks really good. And again, a little bit of green stuff, but for the most part the kits went together seamlessly. They do complement each other really well, and this is why I like to kit bash, because 9 times out of 10 is going to be an arm that fits a different torso. So yeah, really pleased with that. So there you go, a 10-man veteran Fallschirmjager section. 8 of them have been kit bashed, 2 normal. I didn't want everyone to be clutching enemy weaponry, it would look a bit strange. But 8 of them have got different bits and pieces. And I hope to get these painted up as soon as possible. Again, just demonstrates the versatility of the Warlord Games, and also demonstrates my current addiction to kit bashing, that I just can't stop doing it. It is definitely a bit of an addiction. Well, I'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the kit bash figures. Any questions or comments, just pop them down below and I'll certainly respond to all comments and questions. But as always, thanks for watching, take care, may your dice roll well, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye bye for now.